Okay, so we're back working on these quads again. Tell you, I don't even drive them and they break down. They've been sitting here for a while. I've been waiting for some other parts for a clutch, but I noticed there was something leaking on the floor. So I had to look at it here and thought it was oil, but looks like it's antifreeze. Okay, so I'm going to try and point out where it's leaking from. I think that's the thermostat. Might be the thermostat in there. It's leaking right here. You can see it. So I don't know, it's just been sitting here. I just started it the other day and then I see the pile of antifreeze on the floor. So I'm going to take that off and see what's in there.
Okay, so that is the thermostat. And okay, let me take this piece off.
Alright, so I have the thermostat out. And there's just an O-ring gasket on it. And it is distorted. But I did put it back on. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure you can't get that gasket separate. Probably have to buy a whole new thermostat. And I bet from Polaris it's probably like 150 bucks. So I might just put it back in, see what happens. Alright, so I'm just gonna try something here. Just want to see how that O-ring fits in there. So there's a little bit of movement in there. You can see the antifreeze moving around, but so what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I want to measure this O-ring on the gasket. You can see the holes right there. There's a hole there and there's a hole there. This is hard to do looking through the camera, but okay, so what I'm going to try here is I have this AT205 reseal, and it's supposed to rejuvenate rubber seals and make them swell up a bit. So I did this on an O-ring quite a while ago, and it actually seemed to make the O-ring fatter. So I took the O-ring off the thermostat and I put it in a cup with some of that reseal in it. So I'm going to let it sit, and I'm going to let it sit for a couple of days, and then I'll put it back on the thermostat and see if it's any different. So I'll let you know what happens. Alright, so I'm back onto the thermostat for the Sportsman. Here's that gasket O-ring that I've had soaking for probably been 2 days now. So let's see how it looks. It's been soaking in the AT205. Okay. It does feel softer. And I'd almost say it looks a little bit fatter, so let's put it on. Okay, so I'm going to put this in. You can see how she looks.
Alright, I don't know if you can see that or not. Try and get this lined up better for you. I know when I had it originally, before I soaked it, there was a bit of movement inside where the O-ring sits. And right now, it's not even going in. I have to push it. So I think it's definitely gotten bigger. So, I think what I'll do is I'll put the housing back on, hook it up, and see if it's leaking. I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely bigger. The only thing is, it's a little bit loose around the thermostat, but maybe once it gets compressed. Alright, let me hook that housing up. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, so I filled up the coolant, and I'm going to start it up, and I'm going to let it warm up. So I'm not going to video all that because all it's going to be is engine noise, but I'm going to let it run, and I'll check in every once in a while, see if it's leaking. Okay, so it's been running for about a minute now. Nothing yet, so I'm just going to let it run until the fans come on, and then we'll check back. Alright, so it ran for 10 minutes or so. The fans came on twice, and she's leaking, so got to keep it real here. And I think there was a couple of issues. I noticed that I had pinched the O-ring at the top, and I think that O-ring was distorted maybe too much, but for sure the AT205 swelled that O-ring up. So anyway, I thought it was worth a try, and I guess I'll be looking for a new O-ring. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I have the new O-ring on the old thermostat, and the original thermostat has these two holes in it. Now, I think those are like a steam hole, it's called. And the new thermostat, the aftermarket one, has a hole right in there. Doesn't have anything around the edges, so I'm assuming the gasket goes like that. So I'm going to put that in and see what happens.
Okay, well, it doesn't fit that tight. Guess hopefully once it's compressed it'll be tighter than that. Okay, let me put this all back together. Okay, so she's been running for 15 minutes or so, and it's nice and dry, so I guess the new O-ring did the trick.